welcome to Dolby's favourite talk show, Are You Smarter Than? And this week the question is, are you smarter than a teacher? So we welcome Miss Fiona Ellen, one of our local teachers. Hi Fiona.
How are you, Zoe?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm great, thanks.
Fantastic. Well, Fiona, we know you're a teacher and you're a very smart cookie. Can you tell us a bit about yourself?
I've been teaching for a very long time and I'm pretty smart, so you're going to have to be really on the ball to be smarter than me.
Well, we better get into it then. So kids, are you guys ready at home?
Let's go.
Okay, question 1, Fiona. What is a teacher? Is it A, someone who herds cats? B, someone who gives others knowledge and trains them for life, especially in a school? C, someone who can't get enough coffee? Or D, someone who drives red trains? What do you think?
Well, I do work in a school, so that's a pretty good answer, but I personally think it's herding cats. That's what I do.
A, lock it in?
Lock it in. That's what I do.
Well, I'm a teacher too, and I'd say it's someone who can't get enough coffee, C. But is there really a wrong answer?
There probably is a better answer.
Yeah, I'm going to have to say that is not correct. Bow. Even though we do feel like we're herding cats sometimes, the answer is B. All right, question 2, Fiona.
Writing it on.
How many primary and high schools are there in Dalby? Is it A, 3 red, blue and green? B, 5 primary and high schools? C, 27 primary schools and no high schools? Or D, there are no schools in Dalby?
I go to lots of different schools, Zoe, and I reckon there's 5.
5.
5 altogether.
5. You guys have got your answer? That is correct. Yay! There are 5 primary and high schools in Dalby, and even more in all the little towns around us.
Yeah, I get to go to them too.
Do you like visiting all the different schools, Fiona?
I do. I like to visit and see what all the kids are doing in their classrooms.
All right, well, let's see how you go with question 3.
Okay.
Who was Jeremiah and what did he do? Was it A, an Indian Commonwealth Games snowboarder? B, a prophet in the Bible who called people back to God? C, a world famous racing snail? Or D, the second Prime Minister of New Zealand?
That's tricky. Now, I was at a school the other day and they told me Jeremiah was a bullfrog. And they said it was a song. Jeremiah was a bullfrog and he was a friend of theirs. But I reckon after he left being a bullfrog, he became a world famous racing snail.
You think he changed from being a bullfrog into a snail?
I do. I think that's what happened because that's what the kids told me.
Lock in C?
Lock and see.
Have you locked in your answers?
Let's see.
I'm sorry, Fiona. That is not correct.
Do you mean those kids lied to me?
Well, he might have been a bullfrog. He might have been a snail. But in the Bible, he was a prophet who was called to call people back to God.
So that would have been an even better job than being a racing snail.
I think it would have been an even better job. Harder too.
Yeah, a lot harder.
Okay, let's see how you go now.
Okay.
Question 4. Why did God warn his people of their sin in the Bible? A, because God gets jealous when we have fun. B, because he likes confusing people. C, because God wants his people to turn back to him and be friends again. Or D, because God likes rousing and getting angry with people.
Well, I know God doesn't like rousing and getting angry with people, so that's definitely out.
Definitely not D.
Definitely not D. He's not jealous, and he likes us having fun, so it's not A.
No.
So, B or C?
Confusing people or being friends with people?
Well, the Bible can be confusing because it's got lots of stuff to think about. But I don't think God likes to be confusing. I think he wants to be friends with us, so I'm going with C.
C, lock it in?
Lock it in.
That is correct. Yay! He does. God, above all things, wants to be friends with us, and that's what we learn through the Bible. You really are a smart teacher, Miss Fiona. Okay, last question.
Here we go.
Are you guys ready? Okay, question 5. What is baptism? Is it A, a Christian service sprinkling or dunking a person in water, symbolising washing from sin, new life, and becoming part of God's family? B, something that makes you an Anglican? C, a way of showing God and the world that you're turning your life over to Him? Or D, both A and C?
Oh, that's a tricky one. Well, you can be baptised and not be an Anglican. You can be baptised into lots of different churches. And I'm pretty sure when Jesus was baptised, he wasn't baptised in Anglican.
Oh.
Because I don't think the Anglican Church was around back then, Zoe.
No, it wasn't.
So, can't be that one. A sounds pretty complicated, but I think it sounds pretty right as well.
Mm-hmm.
I like that answer.
Mm-hmm.
And C sounded pretty good too. We want to be part of God's family, and I certainly got sprinkled with water and all of that. So I reckon...
Me too.
Well, there you go. I reckon it's definitely got to be then A and C.
So the answer is D?
The answer's D. A and C together.
Have you guys chosen? Lock it in? Yay! Absolutely, Fiona. We baptise people so that we are reminded that we are washed away from wrongdoing and that we are part of God's family, and that's like having new life. And we do that because we want to show God and the people around us that we are turning towards God to be part of His family and to follow Him. Yeah, absolutely.
That's pretty right.
Well, my goodness, kids, I don't know about you, but I don't think I've met ever as smart a teacher as Miss Fiona.
Oh, wow.
Even though she got a bit confused by Jeremiah, and sometimes we feel like we're herding cats, I can tell you this lady is very smart. How did you guys go at home? Are you smarter than a teacher?
They wouldn't have been trying to herd cats, so I reckon they probably did better than me.
And I think a lot of you have been taught by Miss Ellum, so I think you'll be pretty smart too. All right, well, we'll see you next time. Bye!